March 16, 2026, Tel Aviv, 6:47 in the morning. 4 weeks. Experts said the same thing. Iran would never close the Strait of Hormuz. NATO would never be dragged into this war, and the conflict between Israel and Iran would stay limited. But today, those predictions are collapsing. 9 days ago, everything changed. 9 days since Operation Epic Fury began. Since the strike reportedly killed Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei. 9 days since missiles first crossed the sky. And this morning, the war reached Israeli cities in a way no one expected. At 8:23 a.m., a missile appeared over the city of Yehud, but this wasn't a normal missile. Iranian engineers call this weapon Rain of Death, its military designation, CBU-105 cluster munition. Inside a single missile are hundreds of bomblets, each one no bigger than a baseball, each one capable of covering an entire football field. When the missile exploded above a construction site, those bomblets scattered everywhere. Within seconds, the site turned into chaos. Dust, metal, concrete, and silence. 2 workers were killed. They were construction workers building apartments for Israeli families. Was this a mistake, or was it a message? Military analysts believe the answer is clear. This was deliberate escalation. Iran was sending 2 messages. The first, your cities are not safe. The second, push Iran further, and the global economy burns with it. Because while missiles were falling on Israel, another battlefield was closing. Not in the sky, but in the sea, the Strait of Hormuz. Nearly 20% of the world's oil supply passes here daily. Right now, that choke point is effectively shut down. Oil tankers are refusing to sail. Insurance costs have jumped 4 to 6 times higher in a single week. Global markets are reacting. Oil prices surged past $100 per barrel. The real problem is security. And that's where NATO enters the picture. President Trump held an emergency video conference with NATO leaders. If NATO does not help secure the Strait of Hormuz, the alliance could face what he called a very bad future. Trump is pushing allies toward Article 5, the clause that says an attack on one NATO member is an attack on all. Now the question is simple. Does the Iran war trigger it again? Turkey has already seen the danger firsthand, but Europe remains divided. France and the United Kingdom have taken a different path. Both have deployed warships toward the Mediterranean. For now, the deployments are symbolic, but symbols matter. Meanwhile, the US Navy is not yet ready to escort oil tankers. Iran is fighting an asymmetric war. Cheap drones, explosive speedboats, missiles that make the water too dangerous for ships to cross. Energy prices rise, factories slow down, inflation spikes, and suddenly a regional conflict becomes a global crisis. Israel has responded with overwhelming force. Israeli aircraft struck a site near Tehran believed to be involved in nuclear research. More than 1,700 targets inside Iran have been struck. American B-2 stealth bombers dropping massive bunker buster bombs. Inside Iran, leadership has shifted to Mojtaba Khamenei. His first statement was defiant. He demanded the closure of all US bases. Israel has launched more than 250 airstrikes across Lebanon. Ground forces are pushing deeper into southern Lebanon than ever since 2006. The conflicts of Europe and the Middle East are starting to merge, which raises the most important question. Where does this war go next? Right now, analysts see 3 possible futures: negotiation, regional war, or a long war with no clear winner. Operation Epic Fury, Day 16. And the countdown has only just begun.